Welcome back to the TruGolf Academy. You've joined me, Jon Watts, today at Branston Golf and Country Club. Today's video is all going to be about extension through impact. Stay tuned to find out more. As mentioned, today's video is all going to be about how to extend through impact. So what we're talking about when we're referring to extension through impact is where we see golfers wrongly looking very cramped in this position. So we want to see these arms actually reaching an extension point where they're further away from your body or reaching straight just after impact. We definitely don't want them still bent here. So we'll quickly go on to my preference, what I'd like to see. So for me as a right-handed golfer, what I'd like to see at impact is my left arm, my lead arm straight. I'd still want my trail arm slightly bent, but I'd want both arms to reach straight just after impact. Now I've got a great way of you thinking about these arms extending that's really going to help you next time you're out on the golf course. So a fault I see far too often is golfers keeping their head down, their chest hasn't rotated open enough, and these arms tend to be in a very bent position at impact and still bent on the way through here. So what we really want to try and start to get the feeling of is this left side is clearing better. So actually what I want you to try and do in a few practice swings is get the feeling that your head and your left shoulder is moving more behind you this way, so actually opening up the chest further. When the chest opens, for me, the arms have room to extend. When the chest is actually still almost over the ball, the shoulders are too square at impact, we tend to see a very bent lead arm position here all the way through, and more of this sort of release pattern rather than something here which looks very powerful when I can extend my arms to the target. As a training exercise, what I want you to do is grab a couple of clubs so you've got some extra weight. So I've just got a 5-iron and a 6-iron here. Probably easier to swing them with one grip on top of the other rather than side by side. But I want you to go nice and slow back, and I really want you to feel like you're throwing the clubs down the fairway. So we're getting some real extension here. And I'm really feeling that this left shoulder and my head are free to rotate towards the target, or even to the left of the target, I should say. So starting to open up my chest fully on the way here. So if I can get my left shoulder out of the way, if I can get my head turning to the target, I know I can actually reach extension just post impact that I'm really looking for. Let me go into hitting a couple. So I'm hitting a 5-iron here, which is about what I'd take off this first tee. And I'm really just going to, with these two shots, try and get that feeling that my head is rotating to the target and this left shoulder is clearing out the way better on the way through. Let me give it a go. That's the feeling I want to try and create. Let that left shoulder move out the way, let that head rotate out the way. On a real quick point, the other thing I want you to do to help rotation is I want you, once you've opened your stance, to make sure that your lead toe is turned out towards the target. By turning that foot out, it allows my hip, it allows my chest to open up better rather than that foot starting too straight. So make sure your lead toe is turned out by a good 35 degrees. And the feeling on the way through for you, once you've done those two club exercise, is that lead shoulder and your head starts to rotate better towards the target. Let me see if I can hit one here for you. So really got that feeling of that left shoulder moving left, my head coming up sooner, and I've managed to split the fairway. Let me see if I can do one more there. As I said, I'd encourage you to start with the 2-club warm-up drill to get that feeling of the arms extending. But the focus point with the swing thought is going to be that my head and my left shoulder are getting out of the way, rotating to the left. And the one little thing I did to help was just to flare my lead toe out slightly towards the target. So once I'm set up, make sure that lead foot is flared out to help your body to rotate. Let's hit one more. Not quite as good a strike, but another fairway found. Ball turf divot, but really what I was focusing on was trying to open up my body, and you'll have seen on video from this angle that my arms are reaching straight after impact that I'm really looking for a powerful movement. I hope that video makes some sense. If you did enjoy the content, if that has helped you, make sure you give us a thumbs up and do subscribe to the channel. There's all the other content every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 5:30. Thanks guys, we'll see you soon.